Hello, this is Brock from Orange Peel Bikes. Thanks for joining me for Orange Peel TV. I'm hanging out on the Yampa River Core Trail in downtown Steamboat Springs. Orange Peel Bikes is commuting, mountain biking, road riding, having fun on a bike, and enjoying every day. In this episode of Orange Peel TV, we're going to be talking about road riding, cyclocross riding, and a rider profile of Kona Bikes pro women rider, Helen Wyman from England.
It's always a mud fest at this course, which is great.
Urban riding in Amsterdam and Portland. One thing to mention is this August, the USA Pro Cycling Challenge will be back in Steamboat Springs for a stage finish and a stage start. We're the only city with the host two different stages, as it were. So it should be pretty fun. Come into town and join us for that. This is Orange Peel TV. Orange Peel TV is about commuting. Orange Peel TV is about riding with your kids to school. Orange Peel TV is road riding. Lots of people out riding, having fun. Thanks for tuning in to Orange Peel TV. Stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV. Next up, we're going to be visiting Portland, Oregon, one of the best biking cities in the country, and watching a really cool segment of riding with children in an urban environment and what a bike city can really become.
What's your name and why do you love your bicycle?
My name's Amit. There's a sense of like feeling part of everything, feeling like you're part of everything and you're not insulated in the car.
So what is it about Portland where everyone's riding their bikes and having fun and looking great?
It's just accessible. Like you can show up to a party or a bar wearing heels and a short dress on a bike and nobody notices.
How is bike culture influencing, the vibe here in town?
It's easy to get to places by bicycle. I mean, we go shopping on our bikes, we go out to restaurants on our bikes, we go to work on our bikes.
If you could tell the rest of America about how much you love your bike, what would you say?
I die for my bike. I die on my bike. Damn, I should have brought my duck helmet.
This town loves bike culture because it creates a sense of community for all people, old and young.
We've been running bike trains to school. It's a great way to get the kids sort of rolling and exercise and excited and talking and hanging out with their friends in the morning, and they really have a blast. They kind of get into sort of picking up kids along the way, and by the time we actually head down the 20th Street Hill towards Salem, we have a pretty good group of people who are ready to go.
We just came from the bike train, riding bikes with a bunch of other kids, and now we are at Saban School filming live. Home of the Ticklebees.
Well, biking's good for my community because it just helps the air around, and like I said, it helps kids who have asthma, and it saves polar bears. Polar bears are epic.
So what do you think is the biggest benefit of riding your bike to school every day?
Gas. Really, my family kind of struggles a little bit, so it's better to have me ride my own bike to school.
Our mission is to grow bicycling and to transform communities around bicycling. So it's as much about land use as bicycling as physical activity. We want to reduce crashes to all users of the road so that it's safe out there on the streets. And we want to increase the number of people that are biking. We have some goals set for Portland. We want 25% of all trips to be biking. And in the state, we want to grow that all the way up to 10%.
What's
What's it like when you feel the wind through your hair?
So it's pretty cool to just like let go and kind of feel senses again. Because when you're in a car, it's like it blocks off your senses. It's a total sensory deprivation.
If you could say anything to the rest of the U.S. about if they should get on a bike, what would you say to them?
I think that they should ride bikes because if you bike, then you can stay healthy.
Stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV. Thanks for joining in. This is Brock from Orange Peel Bikes. You're watching Orange Peel TV here in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. In this segment, we're going to be talking about cyclocross, which is kind of a crossover between mountain biking and road riding, using a road-style bike with off-road tires. It's the fastest form of racing growing worldwide.
But at the same time, you're in an intimate situation. There's a short course, a lot of people there watching and everything else.
It's done on closed courses for short amounts of time. It's a winter version of biking for a lot of European and American riders. Super popular. Here in Route County, cyclocross bikes work great though too because we have so many dirt road rides. So it kind of keeps the traction on the dirt and a real stable, soft riding bike. What we have here is a top of the line cross bike from Ridley, showing off some neat stuff. Big knobby tires, carbon fiber frame, disc brakes. Really fun machine. Ridley is from Belgium, and Belgium is considered the home of cyclocross riding. So take a look.
Wendy Sims from Nanaimo, Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
Ryan Spoon, Bend, Oregon. Eric Tonkin, Portland, Oregon.
I'm Barry Wicks, Team Kona Cyclocross.
What is cyclocross? I always get asked that question. It's probably the hardest question to answer. It's just a mix of absolutely everything on a bike.
There's a lot of passion involved with cyclocross. It's kind of one of those sports, or one of those sub-sports within cycling that I think it exposes the beauty of riding bikes and racing bikes a lot because it's very raw. You're sort of exposed to the elements, but at the same time you're in an intimate situation. There's a short course, a lot of people there watching and everything else.
You are doing a 3K loop where you could have anything from sand pits to BMX whoops to stairs to run up, barriers to run over.
Everything that you have, you kind of give to the race course.
Basically what they do is they take the terrain that they've been given in the park or the area that they've got for the race, and they'll try and run you through absolutely everything they can in that small 3K loop.
We're at Portland International Raceway for the final series of the USGP in Portland, Oregon.
This course is pretty cool at PIR. There's sort of some wooded sections with some undulations in the terrain. For me, cross is the most beautiful form of racing because I can get out there and do it and go as hard as I can and sort of just bear myself to the race, and people can see that. And for me, that's really cool.
So today at Portland, we've got a whoop section. We've got a couple up and down hills. We've got a big puddle they're running you through.
Well, I think cyclocross just sort of brings out the craziness in people and the weirdness. So, like, you can see somebody running around in a Speedo and it's 30 degrees and snowing, you know, you think that's crazy, but for cross, that's normal.
Super addictive sport. Every race is totally different, and it's kind of crazy weather, crazy conditions, crazy people. So yeah, it just you kind of get addicted to it. It's hard to explain unless you try one.
There is a certain aspect of bike racing where you just sort of throw your hands up in the air and say, that's racing. Whatever happens on the course is what happens in the race. You don't make a lot of excuses. If you crash into your buddy and if words are exchanged or feelings are hurt, it's usually okay afterwards. Everybody has been on both sides of the issue. I think that's where that term, that's racing, comes from. It's born of perspective, you know. Sometimes you're the guy who's creating the bad luck for somebody else. Sometimes you're the guy on the receiving end of it. Everybody's been on both sides. That's racing. Deal with it, be mature, and come back and do it again tomorrow. Today, the USGP finals, and over the past few years, the finals have been in Portland. And this is the environment that everybody's come to expect. Yesterday was a pleasant surprise in most people's, estimation, and today is why a lot of the riders don't bother showing up to the Portland leg of the series. I think with this sudden change in the weather, I think it's going to be premium on not making mistakes and on handling your bike well. Just staying upright is going to be the goal.
It's nice winning, but it's really nice winning in your hometown area, So I don't live in Portland, but I, live pretty close, and so I know most of the people here from doing races for the last couple of years, and that's cool, man.
All right, boys, hands up! There they are.
It's not about looking pro or being pro or being cool. It's about having fun and enjoying it, and sort of just go out and racing your bike because that's what you love to do, and everything else. And
stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV. All right, in this next segment, we're going to be visiting with Helen Wyman, Kona Bicycles pro women's cross racer from England. She's a pretty fun individual. I hope you enjoy this segment.
This is Hooger Hyde World Cup. It's the last World Cup in a round of 8. It's really muddy at the minute. It's always a mud fest at this course, which is great. I love it. I've had a podium here before, and it's a really cool race. It's the last race of the series, so it's going to be important for the girls that are going for the win, and for the rest of us it's a chance to move up on the World Cup rankings and to get a good result to give you confidence before Worlds next week. I've been a bit sick this week, but I'm aiming for a top 5. Yeah, it was a really good race. After being sick, and I got a good start and just a steady race, and was trying to conserve energy but still get as good a place as possible so I don't get sick for next week. And yeah, I tried hard for the first lap and managed to stay with the guys. Just got back to them on the line, the front group, but then I was a bit tired and a bit nailed, so took it a bit more steadily, and then just I thought I'd get the French girl on the last lap to get 8th, but she just had a little bit too much and I didn't. So, but it was a really good race, and I'm happy. And my legs felt good today, so really looking forward to next weekend to the World Championship, and I think I can do well there. It's always difficult because a lot of people peak especially for the race, and I think if I was not sick today, I probably would have managed to stay on that front group for longer, and so I've got to be aiming for a top 5 at Worlds. And the conditions make a difference, and at the minute it's dry, but it might snow and then it's much more difficult for me. But if it's just frozen, then definitely going for a top 10, if not a top 5.
Stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV. Thanks for tuning in to Orange Peel TV. This is Brock Webster, hanging out on the Yampa River Core Trail in downtown Steamboat Springs. Our fun little bike path. It's an awesome place. You can commute from side to side in town, but compared to the cycling capital of the world, Amsterdam, we've got nothing. Hope you enjoyed this segment on Amsterdam, and hope it inspires you to ride your bike every day.
People are riding their bikes like rabbits in Amsterdam. We are here in Amsterdam, the world's cycling capital. As you can see behind me, hundreds of bikes. I'm in the world's largest cycling parking lot. Looks like we have a commuter here. Let's see. Hey, can we talk to you for a second? In a year, for the driving you do, how much money you spend on gas?
Well, close to zero, or maybe 100 euros.
Tell us about your beautiful bike here. Do you have a name for it?
Well, I call it my Raboros.
Right?
And
I can't say that. How often would you say you ride your bicycle?
every day.
Yeah? Do you have a car?
No.
No? Have you ever had a car?
No.
Do you want a car?
No.
How many stalls does it have?
It's about 10,000.
Well, I'm looking for my bike.
Feel the pressure, I have to find it.
Any theft problems?
No, we don't have any problem.
I can't remember.
This bike, you said, can last for 100 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Without even lubing it?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, wonderful.
You can drive your car, but you get stuck by the traffic lights or the tourists or the buses.
That's, just really enjoyed the feeling of freedom that you get when you cycle.
So it's my way of transport. So without my bike, I'm nowhere actually.
You're very lazy.
Ride bikes more.
Go get your bike.
It's quick, it's cheap.
Buy a new one, buy an old one, a used one, but go on the bike.
Instead of behind a glass bubble, a steel bubble, you're bumping up people on the street, riding your bicycle. It's beautiful.
I mean, cycling here is just, kids are born on bikes. They're born getting transported around in the front of their mom or dad's bike. Bikes are handed down from generation to generation. It's part of what makes Europe in a lot of ways. And I think, and it gets down into how cities are planned and how people are moving through these cities. We discovered that when you have a bike and you're living in a city, there's no restrictions on when you can go out or where you can go, and people are interacting much more. And it's quite a beautiful feeling here, and I think a lot of it has to do with riding a bicycle.
Stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV. Thanks for tuning in to Orange Peel TV. This next segment is a look at the USA Pro Cycling Challenge.
And I gotta tell you, this is an amazing event. It's way more far-reaching than I ever thought it was gonna be. And I just can't get over the excitement in the air. We've got another 3 hours before the finish and it's already packed. So I just can't explain, put in words accurately how much it means to the community and to all of us at Steamboat Springs. Really looking forward to this event.
Scott Wither here in Steamboat Springs, a beautiful day for a huge bike race. Biketown USA, this is an awesome event. It's like having the Tour de France right through Steamboat.
I am rooting on those finishers, hoping that George Hincapie can come across the line in first again. That would be sweet.
Well,
but it's going to be an exciting sprint finish here in Steamboat.
yeah, sounds like you got a favorite there.
I do have a favorite, definitely.
And you
definitely.
like cycling in Steamboat Springs.
Oh yeah,
correct?
Yep, been following cycling for probably 20 years now. And yeah, so this is the closest thing that I think we're going to get to the Tour de France.
Well, it might even be better.
All right, Paul and Phil.
And I think this is incredible for the community. We're going to get a lot of national exposure, and we're just having a good time.
We're down here at the Steamboat finish of the USBCC, and this is awesome. I couldn't even imagine how big this is, and to see that the entire world is watching Steamboat, it's huge.
making the way, cause I'm thankful. Every day wake up with something to say, and I'ma show y'all how we gon' get this dough. Hey yo, get this grind, come on, let them know, come on.
Yeah, you best call the army, cause you will see a riot till we have our freedom. My people behind me, see we can't be quiet till we have our freedom. And that's how I just gotta be. So get ready, we gon' collide till we have our freedom.
Awarding the very important jerseys that runners have been battling for and will continue to battle all week long.
Stay tuned for more Orange Peel TV.
If you were brought up without frills and you know what hunger is, it makes you hard enough to withstand bike races. Nowhere is this truer than in the Tour of Flanders. With punishing cobblestone climbs like the Koppenberg and the Paterberg, ready to destroy bike and rider alike, Flanders is one of the hardest races in the world, and it just happens to be in Laser's backyard. It's no surprise that year after year, it is the most widely watched and attended event in Belgium. Time stands still as thousands of people from across the country anxiously wait. Then, a glint of steel and the blur of spokes and rubber, the cyclists pass. Struggling on ancient roads that have conquered so many and so few have conquered. Passion for this sport has been passed down for generations. In harder times, cycling was a way out of the fields, mines and factories. For an afternoon or for a lifetime. Now it's the national pastime, larger than any sport in the country. As the race winds through villages and countryside, the rugged cobbles and the relentless weather test the mind, mettle and equipment of every rider. It is a brutal contest, raw and unforgiving like the landscape itself. From the hardened riders who endure the race to passionate fans from all walks of life, one thing is certain. Belgians know cycling, and so does Laser. Since 1919, we have created protective headgear for competitive cyclists in the Tour of Flanders and races around the world.
Thanks for watching Orange Peel TV. My name's Brock. I'm the owner of Orange Peel Bicycle Service. We're located in downtown Steamboat Springs at the corner of 12th and Yampa Street, right on the bike path. Come on in for sales, service, friendly advice, bikes of all types. We're all about fun here at Orange Peel. Thanks for watching TV, and come on visit Orange Peel Bicycle Service. Take care. Stay tuned for more Orange Peel.